including free UNOH fan zone admission. Guarantee your seats at 1-800-PIT-SHOP or DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
All right, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Beautiful Thursday morning. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen. Galen, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. What happened there? You dropped off?
I don't know. I'm having problems with my headphones.
So I hope you don't mind.
Days.
We shared with the audience that your mom was in the hospital, and I know I already asked you off the air, but for the rest of everybody, how's your mom doing?
She's got pneumonia. She's got a pretty severe case of pneumonia. I'm like, oh, because it went out right about 8:10. It was like, oh boy. So it was fine. She's just got so many friends and family and fellow, and students and fellow coworkers and stuff. So it's been great. She's just not seeing any visitors right now, or she's really weak from the pneumonia. But we expect her to go through, the treatment. She's got another 2 or 3 days of the IV antibiotics, and hopefully she'll be back on her feet soon.
Wow. And just to connect it with what you do for a living, is any blood products?
No. It's all blood related. There's no bleeding of any kind.
Okay, well that's good. I guess, right? I don't know.
Pneumonia related, yeah.
I don't know enough about what goes on in the hospital other than people, go there to get well. So prayers for your mom for sure.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. It's just a wait and see right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was
that's where we're at. Yeah, she's got an MRI this morning just to rule out some other things, but that's about it.
Did your mom go into the hospital by way of the emergency room?
No, yeah, she sure did.
Well, she sure did. Because that's the topic of today. I thought I would kind of connect the two. You work in the health field. Your wife works in the health field, and I'm sure emergency room conversations happen now and then. So there was actually a survey that's actually trending right now, where they ask those who work in emergency rooms to share their experiences so that the rest of us kind of sort of know what they're going through, because maybe it'll make it a little bit easier on everybody if they know. So that's what this is. It might not be as fun as some other days, but that's what this is.
Right. Okay, let's see what happens.
It's the truth about the emergency room. It says, it is not like the TV shows. Here's one quote. It says, the emergency department is nothing like Grey's Anatomy or Code Black. It's faster paced, and people do not hook up with each other in the hospital.
I cannot, whenever I see that, I'm like, these people, if you've ever spent any kind of time in a hospital, it's the most asexual place on the planet. I mean, really, what would the wow? This place is really getting my juices going. It's just there's no.
I don't know. It must be the
struggling for life all around them.
It must be the fantasy of like script writers and stuff. Like, oh, look at all that.
It's a nurse. I mean, we all want to see that hot nurse.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Halloween nurse outfit.
That's what it is.
For the stud and scrubs, but I guess I don't know.
Yes, I think you're right. So the next comment was from another worker in an emergency room who was familiar with the first comment that it's not like a TV show, and instead said it's more like a horror movie. At first you're excited for every day, then there's lots of blood and screaming and crying, and it's terrifying, and there's plenty of riddles like what exactly did you shove up there?
Oh, nice.
So it's like a horror movie. It's the second comment.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I will tell you, having to check my mom into the emergency room, and when you don't live with the person, she's my mom. She lives by herself, and and they ask you questions like, I don't know. I don't know all the medication she takes.
Right.
So make sure you know the loved ones around you of what medications they take and what the dosage is, because it just. Yeah, my mom was kind of out of it just because pneumonia had made her so weak, and so she couldn't answer it herself. And this woman, she was frustrating me. I'm like, okay, we need to move on. I told her, we're not going to have the medication information until the doctor shows up.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We need that. I said, I understand. I said, let's just treat what we can do. And, it was like, oh, come on. An emergency room. You don't need to know her life history. Let's just treat what we got going on here.
Yeah, you can always do
good,
paperwork.
Good
later.
point. Really good point. All right,
Frustrated the heck out of me. And they asked me about the insurance cards like 7 times. I'm like, I don't have them. We're working on it. She has insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
But
Yeah.
you get paid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really, particular about that because they do different things with insurance and without.
The next.
Well, and that's the problem, right? That's the problem.
It's true.
That's the problem.
I've witnessed that.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
such a shame.
Well, they charge differently, and
Yes.
they code it differently,
Yep.
and that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think you're right. The next one, every question we ask you, we probably have asked everybody, and every joke reply, we've heard them all. So don't try them. For example, are those your own teeth? We've heard, I've paid for them, so I think they are.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
I love that.
That's
I
probably
think
that's
great.
similar to what you guys do with the blood bank. You probably get the same
yeah,
jokes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're not pretentious enough to come out and say, "Hey, don't tell us." That's it. That's, at a hospital. I mean, let's be very clear. When you come to donate blood, it's a voluntary thing. You don't have to do it. When you're at the hospital, you're there because you'd rather be anywhere else on the planet
Yeah.
other than that hospital. I guess unless you're having a baby, but
Right.
that's a completely different experience.
That is
Anything else, you'd rather be anywhere else on the planet than that.
Do you know when you said the baby line? I have to tell you this. The hospital that my sister died in, was it Monroe? I can't remember.
Yes.
My sister died in the hospital, and I was with her when she died. And when all the devices that indicated she was alive suddenly went flatlined or whatever, I don't know what you call it, but when it was finally completely, she was gone. I am telling you, like less than 30 seconds later, I heard Brahms' Lullaby playing in the hallway. It's like, in other words, one died and one just got born.
Yes.
Isn't that weird? That was kind of
Gosh.
a God moment for me.
It had to have been.
I actually love those because I spend a lot of time in hospitals, and I love it when they play the lullaby. Or what's it called? Brahms Lullaby? Is that what it is?
Yes.
Brahm, Brahm.
Brahm. Yeah, I'm sorry, Brahm. Yeah. So I love it. I think it's a moment that when you're in that hospital, it makes you remember. Okay,
Yeah.
this place doesn't just take death; it also brings life.
Yeah. It's a sweet moment. I wonder who started that. I wonder which house. Because do they all do it now?
Not all of them. I haven't heard it in Monroe yet. I know you said that's where your sister was, but I haven't heard it. But maybe it's because I've been in the rooms.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, Monroe was the only hospital here at one time, and they have been doing it ever since I can remember.
yeah, I just haven't heard
All right,
it.
so the next comment from the folks at the ER rooms it says, it takes an entire team to make an ER run. The ER is a team made up of not just doctors, nurses, and techs. There are also transporters, environmental workers, PAs, public safety, respiratory team, police officers, firefighters, paramedics. The ER couldn't function without any of those people. It's definitely a team.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I would say.
Well, at some point, I'm going to tell the story of the situation we had with the Florida Highway Patrol with my mother. I'll tell you that story. It's too close right now. I don't want to tell it right now.
Oh.
Too close. Okay.
Oh.
Story.
All right. Well, let's take a break, and our prayers are with your mother, just so
Yes.
you know, and with you.
Yeah, thank you.
So just so you know, and I'm sure the listeners feel the same way. But we need to thank Palm Garden of Ocala. Look at this important message that Galen gives us every day, and this important reminder to donate blood. Go to Palm Garden of Ocala. Thank them for making this possible. And remember Palm Garden of Ocala when you need health and rehabilitative services, maybe yourself, maybe a loved one. Could be long-term, could be, just for rehab, which could be a month, not maybe a week in some cases, right? And then there's also the respite opportunities. That's for the caregiver. Mom is kind of your responsibility now, and it's not easy. And you need sometimes to go have some self-time, just to get away. And Mom will be happy. You're not putting her in a dog pound. You're putting her in a beautiful resort,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And they will take care of her. They've got nursing skills. They've got great food, great activities. Go to Palm Garden, take a tour, ask questions. You'll see why we recommend Palm Garden. Their number is 854-6262. Thank Penn Flooring also for enabling Galen to give us this important message that he does every day. They are at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, the most beautiful flooring in Ocala, in the world, right there. Every option you could ever think of. It's very durable, and we trust them. That's why we go to them, and they know what they're doing. So go there, see their showroom. 351-3420 is their number. Let's take that break that I promised, and we'll be right back with Galen Unold. This is WOCA Ocala.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Thursday, times of sun and clouds, quite warm but humid, with a shower and thunderstorm around, especially this afternoon across the interior, high 88 to 92. Then partly cloudy skies tonight, low 71, inland 77 at the coast. For Friday, times of sun and clouds, high 88 to 92. Saturday, partly sunny and afternoon thunderstorm in spots, high 88 to 92. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lunder.
I'm Jennifer McCullough, the Executive Director of Palm Garden. This is National CNA Week, and I want to personally express my heartfelt gratitude to all our certified nursing assistants for the hard work and care they give to our residents. I have always felt that Palm Garden CNAs are ladies and gentlemen caring for ladies and gentlemen. Our CNAs work round the clock to ensure the best of care, and I am so proud of our marvelous staff. Happy CNA Week from Palm Garden of Ocala.
The Coke Zero 400. It's where valor meets velocity. It's where celebration meets acceleration. All American meets absolutely amazing. At the Coke Zero 400, powered by Coca-Cola, Saturday, July 1st. Kids 12 and under are just $20, including free UNOH fan zone admission. Guarantee your seats at 1-800-PIT-SHOP or DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Hi, I'm Big Daddy Don Garlitz, asking you to support adoption by purchasing a Choose Life license plate from your county tag office. You know it costs a lot to give a child life. Many times a woman is forced to make a bad choice because of financial pressures. Help save the lives of the unborn children by aiding women whom choose life instead of abortion. Take a stand for life. Purchase your Choose Life license plate today. For more information, go to chooselife.org or call 352-624-2854.
18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. And Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. The simple and very important message is donate blood. It's as simple as that. Donate blood. It takes a half hour. You can only do it once every 8 weeks unless you're doing platelets. Then you can do it every 2 weeks, right?
Exactly.
But you will save lives. It's an amazingly simple thing that you can do to contribute to the world. And Galen going through his own circumstances right now. His mom is in the hospital, and I certainly hope it's okay that I say that. I think the listeners to a local show like this, Galen, feel like the people on the radio are friends, and we feel that way in return. So I think they like knowing things like this. So
It doesn't bother me at all. No.
all right, we do have a phone call. Let me take that call. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, Larry, Robin, and Galen.
Hey, Frank.
How about try this one? The day we had to unplug Mom, it took 5 days for that beautiful heart to stop beating.
Wow.
And Larry, she loved almost everybody. Only 2 people I ever heard her say she didn't like. And that love in her heart, stored all those years, it had to go somewhere. I didn't know where it went. Do you?
Thank
you, Larry.
Thank you, Frank. I can only guess. I don't know. Life is a mystery. You don't know the answers to some of those deep questions.
Exactly.
Here's another piece of information from the ER crew. Please and thank you go a long way. It says it makes a huge difference when people say please and thank you. We go into this work because we want to help you, and when we see a lot of people who are manipulative and mean, if you have it in you to be kind, it makes a huge difference for us.
Sure.
Oh, my gosh.
Kindness rules.
If somebody's not nice to somebody in the emergency room, they're probably not nice to the waitresses in the restaurants. Mm-hmm. They're probably not nice to, I don't know, the clerk at the grocery store.
Exactly.
Right?
I will say this. It's a different situation because it's usually a highly stressful situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Please and thank you. I don't care what you're doing is always helpful. And just through this experience, if you're one of the family members, keep a log. Keep a log of things like their vital signs and when they're getting their medication and, when things are scheduled to happen, so that you can make sure that they don't miss any of that. Or because I know they carry around the carts with the computer on them, but you just want to make sure that everything follows and they're getting the treatment that they deserve. And, there's been one of the kids at my mom's bedside for 24 hours a day. And I think you have to have an advocate with you when you're in that situation that's there all the time if you're not making good decisions or you're not conscious.
No, you have to have a family member there that's going to take care of you, to be the advocate for you, because there isn't anybody else that'll do it better.
Yeah, really good point. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
They know when you're lying. It says, we're allergic to lying. We know all the tricks, so don't bother lying.
Yeah.
What kind of
I
things?
guess if you want opioids or something like that, or painkillers or something.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh, that's what they're talking about. Okay, I was trying to figure out what you would lie about. Okay. They see quite a few patients because of sex-related injuries. 10 people a week come in because of sex-related injuries.
Really?
Another one said,
I'm doing it right. I've had a cramp. I mean, I'll tell you that. I think we probably all had a cramp.
I've had a cramp.
But, I mean, I've never been injured, man. I'm not doing it right.
I know. You gotta get injured.
I need to... Yeah, I mean, I need to, can you imagine? I mean, at least in it's a war story. Where'd you get that scar? Well, funny story, the wife and I.
oh, my gosh.
Has that ever happened to you, Larry?
Slipped, and the next thing you know, I'm in the emergency room with the story to tell. I don't know.
I don't know. It's just
You don't know?
I never went to the hospital with a sex-related injury.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Either.
pretty
Do
mild.
you know anybody who has? I don't know. I think if I had a sex-related injury,
I don't think so. I don't know.
I think I would want to talk about it. I don't know if I would be like, the wife and I, unless I guess it was with, a professional. You know what I mean?
We tried this new thing.
Good.
We tried this new thing. We bought it at the kinky shop.
Or I made this swing.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I was attached to the swing, and it gets the hold. I don't know.
Oh my gosh! Wow. It says here, our workload would be cut in half if it wasn't for meth. I guess a lot of drug-related things, huh?
Well, I'll bet you it's opioids is probably way up there now. So.
Oh, I would think so. Yeah. Yeah, I would think so.
It says, our humor may be a little different than your own. This is our workplace, and just how we laugh with our coworkers. Sometimes we joke around, too. We see tragic, traumatic things. We see babies die. We see people lose loved ones. We see patients struggling with mental health and substance abuse. If you see us laughing, we're not trying to be disrespectful to you. We're just coping. Well, I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're in their own area. They're behind the nurse's desk where they're at. So.
You hear them. Yeah.
I have a story. Once I have to tell you this in order to tell you that. Okay, this is that I played music for a living. Okay. Then when I decided I wanted to stay in Ocala because I was getting married, I took a job with the detention center. So I was kind of doing both. I was still doing colleges and then working at the detention center. Well, one night, I was working the night shift at the detention center. I had to take a kid into the hospital, to the emergency room. And I was witnessing all that they did. I mean, moving people, hurrying people, heart attacks, crying. I was like, holy cow. But I had to stay there because this kid was basically incarcerated, and I had to be there so he didn't leave. Mm-hmm. And I watched these nurses and these doctors running around, and it occurred to me, I don't do anything. My contribution to this world is so small compared to what these people are doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, in just 10 minutes, they have probably saved 5 lives. And, and I'm singing songs in a bar or in a college or something, right? It's like, holy mackerel, what a difference. I felt so small compared to what they do. And then when things calmed down a little bit, and the nurses and the doctors and all the workers could kind of, take a little moment there, you know what I heard them talking about? Jackson Browne. Have you heard Jackson Browne's newest album? And I thought, hey, that's what I do for a living. I make music. So, you never know.
Doctor's doctor.
You never know. The people in the bar that I played for might have been a doctor that just got off of work.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the music makes a difference in some small way. I doubt that it's anywhere near as close to as what you do, Galen, with saving lives, but it was just my way. And the radio is kind of the same as music. It's just we sit here and talk.
Yeah.
We just don't memorize songs. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with you.
But think about it. If you didn't have things like entertainment or, I don't care if it's a good meal, then what would be the point of living if you can't live it well?
Yeah.
Right? So, we all have our role to play.
Yeah.
I don't think any one is more important than the other.
Here's a weird one. When my dad was in the hospital in Crystal River, there was a hurricane somewhere, and everybody in the it wasn't the emergency room, it's whatever the other room is you wait in while somebody's going through surgery. The TV was on the storm. It was the Weather Channel. And so that was kind of entertainment. It was like that was relaxing to watch the storm blowing away trees and things. Isn't that crazy? Somebody else.
Yeah, well, it keeps your mind off of it.
Yeah, well, it was far enough away, I guess, physically, that we didn't feel like it was our threat. It was somebody else's threat, So that's crazy. It's kind of like what we're doing this morning with Louisiana, right?
Exactly. Gosh.
Yeah.
I haven't even that yet today.
No, pay attention.
Well, anyway, I know you are preoccupied with your mom's health. We pray that everything goes well and that she's out of there soon and doing well. Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Today we're at the Publix on Northwest Blytchton Road. We'll be there this evening.
Nice. It's a nice store over there.
Yeah.
All right, go donate blood. If nothing else, maybe these kinds of conversations. I wonder how many times somebody's been listening to us for a long, long time, and then finally one conversation made them say, "You know what? I'm donating."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to donate.
Just takes one.
Yeah. I wonder how many people who are new to donating recruit new donors. I wonder how that. What's the statistics on that? I bet you a lot of people. I donated for the first time today. Really? I've never done that.
You feel proud when you do that. You really do.
I think so.
Yeah, absolutely. You should. You're saving 3 lives.
All right. Yeah. Well, again, our prayers for you and your mom. And did I ask where the Bloodmobile is?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Yeah, we're Publix on Blytchton Road.
Publix. Oh, my gosh. I'm preoccupied with your preoccupation.
Highway 27 West.
All right.
All right, Galen. Thank you for what you do. And, again, send our prayers to your mom if you can do that. Maybe
we'll do.
That's a God thing, I guess. All right. Thank you, Galen. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right.
All right.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Here is your 30-second news brief. 6 staff members and 1 inmate have been injured during a disturbance at Gulf Correctional Institution in the Panhandle.